planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group enters full operational status, a strategic shift in maritime power dynamics. Date: January 25, 2025. Overview. The People's Liberation Army Navy Plan has recently announced that its Fujian aircraft carrier battle group has achieved full operational status. This milestone represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of China's naval capabilities and signifies a significant shift in the maritime power dynamics of the Asia-Pacific region. The operational readiness of the Fujian is anticipated to influence geopolitical relationships and maritime security in the region, particularly amid ongoing tensions surrounding territorial disputes and military posturing. Operational readiness. The Fujian, China's third aircraft carrier, was officially launched in June 2021. Following its launch, the carrier underwent rigorous sea trials throughout 2022 and 2023, testing its various systems and performance capabilities. With the announcement of its full operational status, the Fujian is now equipped for combat operations, boasting several advanced technologies. Notably, the ship utilizes electromagnetic catapults, which significantly enhance its capability to launch aircraft compared to the steam catapults used in earlier models such as the Liaoning and Shandong. These technological advancements are complemented by state-of-the-art radar systems and the ability to operate a diverse array of aircraft, including fighter jets and surveillance drones. The combination of these features indicates a substantial leap in China's naval technology, aligning with the broader goals of modernizing its military and developing a blue water navy capable of sustained operations beyond its coastal waters. Strategic implications. The full operational status of the Fujian is perceived as a strategic maneuver in response to the increasing military presence of the United States and its allies in the Asia-Pacific region. Analysts suggest that the carrier group's readiness enables China to project power further into the South China Sea and potentially beyond, thereby altering the balance of naval power in the area. This shift is particularly significant given the ongoing territorial disputes in the South China Sea and tensions surrounding Taiwan. The operational capabilities of the Fujian may also serve as a deterrent against perceived threats from foreign naval forces, particularly those of the United States, which has maintained a strong naval presence in the region. The introduction of the Fujian into active service is likely to compel neighboring countries to reassess their defense strategies and military readiness in light of China's expanding naval capabilities. Regional reactions. The announcement of the Fujian's full operational status has elicited a range of reactions from regional actors and military analysts. Countries in the Asia-Pacific region are closely monitoring the developments with concerns regarding China's intentions and the potential for increased military tensions. The prospect of enhanced Chinese naval capabilities raises alarms, especially in relation to ongoing territorial disputes over islands in the South China Sea and the status of Taiwan. U.S. military officials have emphasized the need for vigilance and preparedness in response to this new phase of Chinese naval power. The operationalization of the Fujian is expected to spur discussions among U.S. allies in the region about collective defense measures and collaborative strategies to counterbalance China's growing influence. Technological advancements. The planned Fujian represents a significant advancement in naval technology for China. The integration of electromagnetic catapult technology marks a departure from older steam catapult systems, enhancing the efficiency and operational tempo of carrier-based aircraft operations. The advanced radar systems on board the Fujian improve situational awareness and targeting capabilities, allowing for more effective engagement in complex maritime environments. Furthermore, the ability of the Fujian to operate a diverse fleet of aircraft provides the Chinese Navy with greater flexibility in conducting various types of missions, from air superiority to reconnaissance and anti-submarine warfare. These technological enhancements underscore China's commitment to modernizing its military forces and establishing a capable blue water navy that can operate on a global scale. Common key points across sources. 1. Naval modernization. The operational status of the Fujian signifies a critical step in China's ongoing naval modernization efforts. 2. Challenge to U.S. dominance. The readiness of the carrier group is viewed as a challenge to U.S. naval power in the Asia-Pacific region, potentially shifting the balance of maritime security. 3. Regional defense strategies. There is an increasing urgency among regional actors to reassess their defense postures in response to the expanding capabilities of the Chinese Navy. Differences in perspectives. While many analysts underscore the technological and operational advancements represented by the Fujian, others focus on the geopolitical ramifications of its deployment. Some sources suggest that the increased capabilities may heighten the risk of conflict escalation in the region, particularly given the sensitive nature of territorial disputes involving Taiwan and various islands in the South China Sea. Moreover, differing opinions exist regarding the extent to which the Fujian will alter existing maritime security dynamics. While some argue that it marks a significant shift in naval power, others contend that it is part of a broader trend of naval expansion that includes other regional powers, thereby complicating the security landscape further. Timeline of events. June 2021, the Plan Fujian is launched, marking a significant milestone in China's naval development. 2022 to 2023, the carrier undergoes extensive sea trials to test its systems and operational capabilities. Late 2023, the Fujian is declared fully operational, prompting discussions about its strategic role in power projection and deterrence. Conclusion. The transition of the Plan Fujian aircraft carrier battle group to full operational status is a landmark event in the evolution of maritime military capabilities within the Asia-Pacific region. This development reflects China's ambitions to enhance its naval power and assert its influence in contested waters. As regional and global powers reassess their security strategies in light of this significant shift, the implications for maritime security and geopolitical stability in the region will continue to unfold. The full operational capability of the Fujian not only marks a milestone for the Chinese Navy but also serves as a catalyst for broader discussions on defense deterrence and the future of maritime power dynamics. The recent full operational status of the Plan Fujian aircraft carrier battle group signifies a crucial moment in maritime power dynamics, particularly within the Asia-Pacific region. While it is widely recognized as a step towards enhancing China's naval capabilities, several counterintuitive insights emerge from the analysis of this development, challenging conventional perspectives on its implications. Counterintuitive insights. 1. Technological leap versus operational experience. Despite the advanced technologies integrated into the Fujian, including electromagnetic catapults, there is skepticism about whether technological sophistication alone can translate into effective operational capability. Historically, new technologies require extensive training and operational experience to be utilized effectively in real-world scenarios. The rapid integration of such advanced systems may outpace the crew's ability to effectively manage them, potentially leading to operational inefficiencies or failures in high-stakes environments. 2. Perceived threat versus actual capability. The notion that the Fujian poses a direct and immediate threat to U.S. naval dominance may be overstated. While its operational readiness allows for greater power projection, the U.S. Navy maintains significant advantages in terms of experience, logistical support, and existing carrier strike group capabilities. Thus, the perception of a shifted balance of power might not reflect the underlying realities of military effectiveness and readiness. 3. Regional reactions and countermeasures. While neighboring countries are indeed reassessing their defense postures in light of China's advances, this could inadvertently lead to a regional arms race that might benefit China more than its neighbors. As countries ramp up their own military capabilities in response, they may inadvertently strengthen China's position by justifying increased military spending and allowing for a more significant Chinese military presence under the guise of deterrence. 4. Stability versus escalation. The presence of the Fujian could paradoxically lead to stability rather than escalation in the region. As China demonstrates its military capabilities, it may be more inclined to engage in diplomatic negotiations and conflict avoidance, relying on its military strength as a deterrent against potential aggression. This could lead to a more stable regional environment, contrary to fears that increased military capabilities will lead to conflict. 5. Focus on naval power versus comprehensive military strategy. The emphasis on developing a blue water navy with advanced carriers like the Fujian may distract from other critical areas of military development, such as cyber warfare, missile technology, and asymmetric warfare capabilities. While naval power is essential, a singular focus on aircraft carriers could lead to vulnerabilities in other strategic domains, making China less prepared for multifaceted conflicts that extend beyond traditional naval engagements. 6. Global integration versus isolation. The assertion that the Fujian signifies China's ambition to project power globally may overlook the potential for increased international cooperation in naval matters. As China expands its naval capabilities, there may be opportunities for collaborative maritime security efforts, especially in addressing common threats like piracy or climate change impacts on sea routes. This could lead to a paradox where increased military presence results in greater diplomatic engagement rather than isolation. 7. Public perception versus strategic reality. The public narrative surrounding the Fujian's operational status often emphasizes its role as a symbol of national pride and military might. However, this perception may not align with strategic realities. The operational effectiveness of the carrier will depend on real-world conditions, including logistics, maintenance capabilities, and the ability to sustain operations far from home ports, all of which are challenging for any navy, particularly one still in the process of modernization. 8. Influence in disputed waters. While the Fujian enhances China's ability to assert its claims in the South China Sea, its presence could also strengthen international coalitions against China's maritime expansion. Countries like Japan, India, and Australia may find common ground in their concerns over Chinese assertiveness, thereby leading to increased collaboration and joint military exercises that could counterbalance the influence of the Fujian. 9. Impact on U.S. strategy. The U.S. response to the Fujian's operational status might not be a straightforward escalation of military assets in the region. Instead, it could lead to a re-evaluation of U.S. strategy that emphasizes deterrence through alliances and partnerships rather than unilateral military buildup. This could foster a more collaborative security framework that mitigates the risks of direct confrontation. 10. Long-term sustainability. Finally, the sustainability of the Fujian's operational status remains a question. The logistical demands of maintaining a carrier group, including training, repairs, and supply chains, present significant challenges. Over time, the ability to sustain operations could become a limiting factor, highlighting the difference between initial operational capability and long-term strategic effectiveness. In summary, while the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group's transition to full operational status is a pivotal moment in the evolution of China's naval capabilities, the implications are nuanced and complex. The interplay of technological advancements, regional dynamics, and strategic considerations reveals a landscape that is not solely defined by the presence of new military assets but is influenced by broader geopolitical realities and historical contexts. Understanding these counterintuitive aspects is essential for a comprehensive assessment of the implications of China's maritime rise. The recent transition of the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group to full operational status is a pivotal development in maritime military capabilities, particularly within the context of the Asia-Pacific region. While much of the discussion surrounding this event focuses on its implications for naval power dynamics and regional security, there are several important nuances and overlooked aspects that merit deeper examination. 1. Technological advancements and their significance. The Fujian's use of electromagnetic catapults is a noteworthy advancement that distinguishes it from previous Chinese carriers. This technology enhances the efficiency and payload capacity of launched aircraft, allowing for a broader range of mission profiles. The significance of this advancement extends beyond mere capability. It symbolizes a shift in China's technological self-sufficiency and innovation in military hardware. This is vital because it not only affects the immediate operational capacity of the Fujian but also signals to regional adversaries that China is rapidly closing the technological gap with Western naval powers. 2. Strategic deterrence and power projection. The operational readiness of the Fujian serves as a critical tool for China's strategic deterrence policy. It allows China to project power into contested regions, particularly in the South China Sea, where sovereignty disputes are a source of tension. The psychological impact of having a fully operational carrier group cannot be underestimated. It serves as a deterrent against potential military actions by adversaries, especially the United States and its allies. The significance lies in how this capability may embolden China to assert its territorial claims more aggressively, creating a potential flashpoint for conflict in the region. 3. Broader geopolitical context. While the focus is often on the US-China rivalry, it is essential to consider the reactions of other regional powers. Countries like Japan, India, and members of ASEAN are likely recalibrating their defense strategies in response to the Fujian's operational status. This broader geopolitical context is significant because it highlights the possibility of an arms race or an escalation in military preparedness among neighboring countries, which can destabilize the region further. 4. Economic implications of military expansion. The deployment of a carrier battle group has economic dimensions that may be overlooked. As the plan enhances its naval capabilities, it could influence trade routes and maritime security in the Asia-Pacific, affecting global supply chains. The South China Sea is a crucial area for international shipping, and an assertive Chinese naval posture could lead to increased insurance costs for shipping companies and potential disruptions in trade. This economic aspect is significant as it connects military developments to global economic stability. 5. Domestic political considerations in China. The successful operational status of the Fujian is also a reflection of domestic political dynamics within China. The Chinese Communist Party (CCP) uses military achievements to bolster national pride and legitimacy. The narrative surrounding the Fujian's operational status can be leveraged by the CCP to strengthen its grip on power, particularly in times of economic uncertainty or social unrest. This connection between military advancement and domestic politics is significant as it underscores how external military developments can have profound implications for internal governance. 6. The role of alliances and partnerships. The launch and operationalization of the Fujian could prompt a re-evaluation of alliances and defense partnerships in the region. Countries may seek to enhance military cooperation with the US or pursue their own military modernization programs to counterbalance China's growing naval prowess. This is significant in understanding the evolving nature of security alliances in the Asia-Pacific as nations navigate the complexities of balancing cooperation with competition. 7. The information warfare aspect. The operational status of the Fujian is also a key component in the realm of information warfare. The narrative surrounding China's military advancements is crucial for both domestic and international audiences. 4. China. Projecting strength through the Fujian can serve to reinforce its image as a rising power, while for adversaries it may necessitate a narrative that emphasizes the need for vigilance and preparedness. The significance of this aspect lies in its potential to shape public opinion and policy decisions in various countries. 8. Technological arms race and cybersecurity concerns. China's advancements in naval capabilities, particularly with the Fujian, could catalyze an arms race that extends beyond traditional military assets to include cyber capabilities and other emerging technologies. The significance of this is profound. As nations invest more in cyber capabilities to complement their naval power, the potential for conflict shifts into the realm of cyber warfare, where the stakes can be equally high but the rules of engagement are less clear. Conclusion. In sum, the full operational status of the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group is a significant milestone that extends beyond immediate military implications. The technological advancements, strategic deterrence capabilities, geopolitical ramifications, economic impacts, domestic political considerations, the role of alliances, information warfare, and the potential for an arms race all play critical roles in shaping the future maritime power dynamics in the Asia-Pacific region. Understanding these nuanced aspects is essential for comprehensively grasping the significance of the Fujian's operationalization and its broader implications for regional and global security. 1. Operational readiness and technological advancements. The transition of the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group to full operational status signifies a critical advancement in China's naval capabilities. The incorporation of cutting-edge technologies such as electromagnetic catapults enhances the efficiency and effectiveness of aircraft launch operations. This technological leap not only reflects China's commitment to modernizing its military forces but also establishes the Fujian as a formidable asset capable of conducting diverse operational missions. An in-depth analysis of the Fujian's technological features can reveal how they may influence future naval warfare tactics and strategies. 2. Strategic implications for regional power dynamics. The full operational status of the Fujian is a strategic response to the evolving military landscape in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly in light of increased U.S. naval presence and alliances with regional partners. This development is likely to alter the balance of power, allowing China to assert its influence in contested areas like the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. An exploration of the potential shifts in maritime power dynamics and the strategic calculus of regional actors in response to the Fujian's capabilities can provide insights into the future of naval confrontations and alliances. 3. Regional reactions and security concerns. The operational capability of the planned Fujian has provoked significant concern among neighboring countries and U.S. military analysts, prompting a reassessment of defense strategies in the region. With the carrier group now operational, there is an increased urgency for nations such as Japan, South Korea, and Australia to bolster their naval forces and enhance their military collaborations. Evaluating the reactions of these countries, including their strategic adjustments and military procurements, can highlight the implications of the Fujian's operational readiness on regional security frameworks and cooperative defense initiatives. For geopolitical ramifications and conflict potential, the emergence of the Fujian as a fully operational carrier group raises critical questions about the potential for conflict escalation in the Asia-Pacific. The carrier's capability to project power could exacerbate existing tensions and territorial disputes, particularly concerning Taiwan and the South China Sea. A comprehensive discussion on the geopolitical ramifications of China's enhanced naval power, including the perspectives of global powers and regional stakeholders, can provide a nuanced understanding of how this development might influence diplomatic relations, military posturing, and the risk of miscalculations leading to conflict in a highly contested environment. 1. The Dreadnought Revolution, early 20th century. The launch of HMS Dreadnought in 1906 marked a significant shift in naval warfare and power dynamics, particularly in the context of the Anglo-German naval arms race. The Dreadnought was the first battleship to utilize steam turbine propulsion and an all-big gun armament configuration, rendering all previous battleships obsolete. Its introduction prompted other nations, especially Germany, to accelerate their naval programs and create their own Dreadnought-class ships. This revolution in naval technology significantly altered the balance of power in Europe and contributed to heightened tensions leading up to World War I. 2. The Cold War naval arms race. During the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a significant naval arms race which shaped global maritime power dynamics. The introduction of nuclear submarines, aircraft carriers, and guided missile destroyers transformed naval capabilities, allowing both superpowers to project power across the world's oceans. The U.S. Navy's development of the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers which could carry a substantial number of aircraft and strike capabilities, was matched by the Soviet Union's focus on submarine technology and anti-ship missiles. This arms race not only altered naval strategies but also influenced geopolitical alliances and conflicts around the globe, especially in regions such as the Mediterranean and the South China Sea. 3. The rise of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Early 20th century. The early 20th century saw the Imperial Japanese Navy's rise as a formidable maritime power, particularly after its victory in the Russo-Japanese War in 1904–1905. This conflict demonstrated Japan's naval capabilities and shifted the balance of power in East Asia. The Japanese Navy invested heavily in battleship technology and aircraft carriers, culminating in the development of the Kido Butai, the mobile striking force that played a crucial role in the early stages of World War II. The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 showcased Japan's ability to project power across the Pacific, leading to significant changes in naval warfare and prompting the United States to reassess its naval strategies and capabilities in response. Future outlook: predictions for the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group. The full operational status of the planned Fujian aircraft carrier battle group marks a pivotal moment in the maritime power dynamics of the Asia-Pacific region. This development is expected to have far-reaching implications in various dimensions, including military strategy, international relations, and regional security. Here are key predictions for the future. 1. Increased naval engagements and exercises. As the Fujian enters full operational capability, it is likely that the plan will engage in more frequent naval exercises and operations in the South China Sea and beyond. This will not only demonstrate the carrier's capabilities but also serve as a show of force aimed at deterring perceived threats from the United States and its allies. Expect to see a rise in joint exercises between the plan and other military branches of the People's Liberation Army (PLA), enhancing interoperability among various military units. 2. Shift in maritime security alliances. The operational readiness of the Fujian is expected to trigger a re-evaluation of maritime security strategies among Southeast Asian nations and U.S. allies in the region. Countries like Japan, South Korea, and Australia may seek to strengthen their naval capabilities and enhance cooperation through trilateral or multilateral defense agreements. This could lead to an increased presence of U.S. naval forces in the region as a counterbalance to China's growing military assertiveness. 3. Technological arms race. The advanced technologies incorporated into the Fujian, such as electromagnetic catapults and advanced radar systems, may prompt other nations to accelerate their own naval modernization efforts. Countries in the region may invest in new aircraft carriers, submarines, and advanced missile systems, leading to a technological arms race in naval capabilities. The focus will not only be on quantity but also on the sophistication of naval assets. 4. Geopolitical tensions and potential conflicts. The operational deployment of the Fujian is likely to exacerbate existing tensions in the South China Sea and around Taiwan, as China asserts its claims over disputed territories. The risk of confrontations with other nations may increase. Escalations could occur, particularly if the U.S. or allied forces challenge Chinese naval operations. The potential for miscalculations in these high-stakes environments could lead to conflicts, making diplomatic channels more critical than ever. 5. Enhanced deterrence and power projection. The Fujian's operational capability is expected to enhance China's deterrence strategy against both regional adversaries and U.S. forces. With the ability to project power further into contested waters, the plan could more effectively safeguard its maritime interests and assert its claims over disputed areas. This enhanced power projection capability may also lead to greater Chinese influence in international maritime affairs, potentially reshaping the strategic landscape. 6. Regional military modernization. In response to the increased capabilities of the plan, countries within the Asia-Pacific are likely to invest heavily in their military modernization. This includes not only naval assets but also advancements in surveillance cyber capabilities and missile defense systems. Nations may also seek to diversify their military partnerships, looking beyond traditional allies to include emerging powers in the Indo-Pacific. 7. Impact on global supply chains. The growing military presence in the South China Sea and the potential for conflict could disrupt global supply chains, particularly in shipping routes that are critical for trade. Nations may start to reconsider their reliance on these maritime passages and look for alternative routes or means of transportation. This could lead to increased interest in overland trade routes such as those offered by the Belt and Road Initiative. 8. Public perception and domestic politics. The operationalization of the Fujian may also influence public perception of military power within China and abroad. In China, the successful deployment of a modern aircraft carrier could bolster nationalistic sentiments and support for the Communist Party's military ambitions. Conversely, in neighboring countries, it may lead to increased public concern over China's intentions, potentially influencing domestic political landscapes and security policies. 9. Increased focus on hybrid warfare. As traditional naval engagements become more complex, there may be a shift towards hybrid warfare strategies that incorporate cyber capabilities, information warfare, and unconventional tactics. The plan may leverage its growing technological edge to conduct operations that blend conventional military might with cyber and information campaigns, complicating the response of traditional military forces. 10. Long-term strategic rivalry. The rise of the Plan Fujian and its implications for regional power dynamics could solidify a long-term strategic rivalry between China and the United States. This rivalry may not only manifest in military terms but also in economic, technological, and ideological spheres, leading to a more polarized and competitive global environment. Conclusion. The full operational status of the Plan Fujian aircraft carrier battle group represents a significant shift in maritime power dynamics. As China leverages this capability, the region will likely experience increased military engagement, heightened tensions, and a re-evaluation of security strategies among nations. The future will demand careful navigation of these complexities to avoid conflict while addressing the emerging challenges posed by China's expanding naval influence.